I never really know what to say in the intro to these preview guides. You might be able to tell that from the waffle I come out with sometimes. Especially the waffle I'm coming out with this time, I'm just panning out space, so you don't know I'm actually trying to create waffle to make the preview guides introduction more interesting than it normally would be. But enough waffle, I've got to look at 4 more new shows, and let you know what I think of them. Or you let me know what you think of them as well in the comments. And join me, because this is a 2022 winter anime preview, from a different perspective. Next up, we have Tribe 9. Another sports anime, this time, as you probably guessed by number 9, about baseball. But not just any baseball, this is extreme baseball. XB for short. Japan's been overrun by gangs and rival warfare and shit like that. To save the world, to save Japan from tribal warfare, they introduce baseball. But extreme. This is an anime from the mind of the team behind Danganronpa by Kazutaka Kodaka. And you can really tell that just looking at the designs of the characters. The hair is all over the place. I'm not just talking about my hair when I wake up in the morning. Very bold colours and contrasting designs. You just have to look at our main 3 characters, Shun, Tiger and Haru, to see their designs are crazy. Although to be honest, I'm more attracted to Saori than those 3 because she's got fantastically huge hair. Yeah, hair. I went there. Now the whole premise of it is kind of typical for a sports anime. Guy's getting bullied, randomly gets helped by a sports team, joins a sports team, ends up being a star player. Probably anyway. I wasn't paying too much attention to the story. I was all willing to write this one off as being a bit dull and a bit boring, a bit too cliched, and who wants to watch tribal warfare with baseball? But something bumped it up to a watchable for me. Not recommended. This is purely personal taste. I find myself just watching it just purely for music. I'm not just on about just basic J-pop or J-rock. I mean, it's not Nana Mizuki here, which would definitely be positive. I was watching it just for the toe-tapping EDM, the electro music in the background. The background music was just, I'd be happy just watching it with no voice acting, no animation, just for music. Seriously, watch it to see what you think of the music, see what I like, and feel yourself toe-tapping as well. The story pretty much was what you expect. A big corporation comes in, challenges with a big baseball team to a battle to try and show off how good their new tools are. Our team beats off the business team because why wouldn't they? And the budded kid ends up being a star player in the team. It's definitely going to be a traditional sports anime in a non-traditional setting. If you're in the ballpark for a sports anime, you can find this one aiming over at Funimation. Next up is one of my anticipated shows this season, Princess Connect Season 2. This is an anime based on a gacha game, Princess Connect. Our main character Yuki is back with the Gourmet Guild as they go around solving quests, trying to find new flavours just to enjoy life and enjoy food. And of course our main trio of heroines is back as well. We got the wonderfully energetic and happy Pekuin, who we learnt last season is actually the Princess of the Kingdom. The quiet girl, loving friend, best daughter, Kokoro. And best girl, best cat girl, best sleepy girl, best girl with shoes off, Cabell. Did I mention that Cabell's the best girl? I don't think I did, because she is the best girl, by the way. Now, this is very much just a reintroduction of the entire premise of the anime and just these mindful characters, as they just go out on a quest to try and find some random mythical food item from an undersea area which is not undersea. We get into hijinks. Yuki gets eaten by some wolves a few times. Yuki's still a random mute who just always thumbs up at everything. Carol's still adorable, and they know exactly how to reintroduce their characters the best way they know best, by showing multiple scenes of them with their shoes off. Seriously, the more times I see these characters with their shoes off, I think this is more of a foot fetishist anime, but when they lovingly design their feet like that, who can blame them? If you've seen Season 1 of Princess Connect, you know what you're getting into here. It's a gacha game, it's going to be introducing characters each week based on which characters are popular in the gacha game. We're going to get into the same sort of hijinks every day. There's going to be some overarching plot, I'm sure. No hint to it at this point. We'll find out in the next few weeks, I'm sure. I'll be watching this one. Do recommend it if you're a fan of things like Konosuba. Very similar kind of humour here. But if you are interested in watching this one's airing over at Crunchyroll. Next up, we've got an anime about mushrooms and rust. Welcome to Sabikui Bisco, which is an anime which I'm not really sure I follow too much. It's an anime about a world where Japan has fallen. Deserts are everywhere, it's post-apocalyptic wasteland. Mushrooms threaten the entire world's population because the spores will make you rust. Yeah, the spores of mushrooms make you, a human, rust. If rust gets too harsh, you're dead. And to meet our main character, who appears to be a doctor. I think they're called the Panda Doctor, because I've got a black patch over eye. Not sure if it's a birthmark or rust or what. But they seem to be helping people nicely, free of charge, in a rundown area. They could be getting lots of money working for the government, but they're not. They're also saving money to save their, I think, sister, who's the former chief of guards of the area, who is very rusted, when suddenly terrorists attack with mushrooms. Now, this terrorist appears to be a main character. I think his name is Bisco, so obviously he's going to be the main character because his name's in the title of the anime. Plus he's got big spiky red hair and it's a shonen show, so of course he's a main bloody character. This is going to be a using mushrooms to fight off against a corrupt government type of anime. I can already see it just looking at the artwork and the premise of it and watching that first episode, because it really does not hide its colours very well. And in his case, his colours are bright red. The world's relatively cliched. It's just a dull wasteland with a post-apocalyptic cityscape full of crowds of people, all fully masked up. Is this just a commentary on current life? But Sabikui Bisco is not a brilliant anime. It's okay animated. Plot will probably be interesting if you're into that sort of stuff, but really not one for me. This one's airing both at Funimation and at Crunchyroll. Last episode we had an anime set in the Warring States period of Japan. Now we have one set in Three Kingdoms period of China. Get your bingo cards ready, guys, because this one's another one ticked off a board. Welcome to Fantasia Sango, Realms of Legends. An anime where 4 heroes are fighting off demonic beings. We got our main character Oki, the big-breasted Shunkyo, the cowardly Tenken, and Shorei, the small girl who's basically a demon, as they fight off giant beasts to save China. Now, I've seen this anime before. There's one every year or so from China, where it's blatantly a Chinese production studio releasing a Chinese story in Japan, because China is making a lot of anime these days, making a lot for themselves. The more popular shows, they are airing over in Japan as well. Now, I'm not sure if this was made for Japan straight away or made for China first and then just shipped to Japan, but you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a very Chinese cultural, using Chinese characters, Chinese mythology to fight off beings in the same way they always fight them off. Recognisable characters all about the anime, because obviously this is Three Kingdoms China, so it's probably one of the most written periods of China we've seen. So you're definitely going to recognise characters, with big name voice actors playing relatively cliched roles in a relatively cliched anime. This is not one I'm going to recommend at all. It's not one I've stopped watching. I did at least finish the episode begrudgingly. You can find this one airing over at Funimation. That was Tribe 9, Princess Connect Redive Season 2, Sabikui Bisco, and Fantasia Sango. One of those shows I'll be watching more of. The other 3 not so much. What did you think? Let me know. And join me next time for more. Until then, bye bye.